Abbath is not just an artist name, nor is it just a band. It's a thing that became a meme after Immortals so many funny pictures taken along the years. Now that Immortal is more or less kind of split up and then redesigned or refounded, better way to say it, Abbath has been doing his own music for quite a while. And this obviously resulted him doing music with his own moniker. I'm proud to present you Abbath Outstrider. Now this album has been out there a few months already, but I am happy to have here featured first of all because, well, I'm a long time Immortal fan, and Abbath cannot be mentioned without Immortal. Let's face it, without being part of the early 1990s black metal renaissance from Norway, Abbath wouldn't be the artist he is known today. Now obviously he has taken his own music to next level, so to speak, and I must say Abbath has been going to the right direction. Now, this is up for debate, of course, but in my opinion, Immortal did their best albums early on with their career, basically pure Holocaust, battles in the north. Now, at some point, Abbath's leading Immortal become kind of a meme band, kind of a joke, kind of a funny band that lost its ways of creating this very grim and cold music. And then suddenly we had the original Immortal kind of going into a maelstrom and everything kind of confusing, and then Abbath himself left Immortal and things got really confusing. Now I must say that we live these kind of golden times once again. We don't have the 1990s, that is the early parts, Immortal here no more. But luckily we have Abbath and Immortal both doing music. And the funny thing is, now it's so much better than what it used to be for quite a while. Now Outstrider is clearly kind of a continuation what Abbath was doing with Immortal back in the days. Kind of having this Bathory type of epic metal music taken to these kind of long or say lengthy songwriting with very epic tunes and taking kind of a music form of Norwegian mountainsides and kind of a Norwegian atmosphere feeling. Now it's not about horned Viking warriors, it's more about the nature that surrounds or basically makes the whole Norway. And I think Abbath has been doing great work, you know, making this Norwegian nature or Norwegian essence into music. Long are gone those days when it was making about this kind of a grim black metal with, you know, inverted crosses and all that very kind of a basic Norwegian Norse core. But I think this time with Outstrider, Abbath has kind of reinvented himself, making these epic music pieces which are then very much to what he is into the whole metal scene. It's not so much anymore about funny, you know, posters and weird faces, yet still the original face mask, you know, the corpse paint is very much there to kind of underline his personality, and this is then again converted into an album which I think is very strong. Now this is not very memorable in the terms of having individual songs. It's more about these 35 minutes, an album being kind of a whole concept kind of a thing. That is, it's not individual songs like hits and misses or catchy riffs, but it's creating this whole atmosphere and making it full, which then again is and makes a nice album, you know, like from the very beginning to the very end, and you're like, okay, this was such a nice trip, I'm gonna take it again, and again. And I think this 35 minutes of length is very, very nice, considering that it doesn't get you bored, as it might be the possibility, that is, if it was like some 60 minutes. So now it's like just a nice plate of epic metal. It gets you filled, but you might want to get some more, because eventually it is good, it's solid, it's nicely executed, nicely produced, and all that stuff. Now, some of the sounds are up for debate whether they are good or whether they are over the top. But in my opinion, they fit very well what Abbath is doing. And once again, his kind of signature vocals are very much doing what you are expecting from kind of a post-immortal phase of creation of epic metal. So there you have it. In my opinion, Outstrider is very, very much an album that should be checked out. It's very good in its own genre, which is kind of a niche, but yet at the same time it's also picking up where Immortal kind of like split up before getting, you know, refounded. So get your copy of Outstrider, go to see them live if you have the possibility, or at least, at very least, check out this album from streaming services and figure out whether or not this is your cup of tea. But my recommendation goes to this one. So have fun with it and enjoy.